I tried to set a new boundary with my wife. Things were going well. I've been reading books and doing this work, this men's work for a couple of months, and I feel more grounded in myself. But a man asked on the forum today, and we brought up on the C Note show, which we just finished. He said, I tried to bring up a new boundary, and she called me weak. And she said she needed more space from me. She's pissed off. And now I feel like I'm back to step one. Now I feel like I'm back to the ground floor and, level zero. And this mistake has set me back, is basically what this man's thinking now. And Cynthia and I talked about on the C Note show that this is normal to feel this way, guys. It's normal to feel like you have to be maybe perfect. That's the complete opposite of the truth, though. And what I want to get across and ask Cynthia here today is it's not about whether she likes the new boundary or not. In fact, the vast majority of people, especially the woman who's upset with you right now, isn't going to like you setting new boundaries. This is something new. It's change, and something new and change, especially in something as serious as our intimate relationship, our marriage, our family, is going to cause fear in the other person. Change is going to cause fear. So, Cynthia, when a man goes to his woman and she said that he's weak or she doesn't like this new boundary, how can we have perspective on why she's giving that initial reaction? And I'd like to know so we can be more informed as a man. And then what would you say, like the advice that we gave on the show of continuing to have your eye on the ball, and the ball is your purpose of life or where you're going with the relationship, right? So what is she going through, and how can he keep his eye on the ball considering that?
Yeah, so a woman is always paying attention to the dynamic of the relationship between you two. That's her first and foremost uh, limbic brain, other parts of her brain, attention center. And if you're going to change something in that dynamic that either shifts, what she has known as typical between you two, or makes her uncomfortable, or makes her feel somehow threatened or not seen, or like she doesn't get to have the power that she's had before, there are going to be ways that she's going to try to bring that back to homeostasis, whether or not that was healthy for you guys or not. So, how do you take that knowledge and then move forward with that? It's about you being the king. And king energy has this incredible way of standing back and having a big picture, of not getting mired in the ups and downs of criticism or perfection or imperfection, which is something that the feminine really needs, because that kind of mired in the details gets really exhausting and wearing for her. So your structure of knowing that you're not going to be perfect, and that the king energy is about moving the energy forward, and it's not about so much the day-to-day details as the end result, the vision you're moving toward, the empathy, compassion, strength you have for yourself as you're changing the direction of energy. That's what is so powerful in relationship. And yeah, femininity has so much to offer in that dynamic, but a relationship will not flourish and grow and be on fire with passion if you're not taking the lead in that kind of energetic structure, which is just good and wonderful for everyone involved.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'll give you a couple of tips. And part of that is part of the cherry on top here today is if you're not yet a part of our free Facebook group, if you're thinking about a new boundary, okay, and you're not sure if this is good or how you should pose it or how you should bring it up to her or whether this is even a good idea at all, you need to go in our free Facebook group, our private Facebook group, greatmenmovemountains.com/Facebook. Say hey to the guys. There's about 200 amazing men in there. It's completely private. And ask the question. Give us a couple of paragraphs on what you're going through and ask the question, should I bring this boundary up? Is this a good boundary? Where am I? Come there and ask. It's free, right? So part of my cherry on top today is you need to be bouncing this off of other men, okay? And right now, if you've got 5 minutes, do this right now. Otherwise, make a note for yourself in your phone. If I were to ask you, what does a phenomenal, passionate, intimate, connected relationship with your life, with your wife look like, feel like, sound like? Are you able to answer that question? Are you able to write that down? What does it feel like if we were to have an amazing relationship that would put joy into our lives and a smile on my face? If you're not able to roll that off of your tongue, that's some of your own self-work that you need to do. How can you move toward a goal you can't even articulate or envision? Why would she follow you as a leader in your relationship or within relationship with you if you simply can't even articulate what that looks like? That's like base level shit. And if you're not doing that, if you don't know how to do that, come in, ask me, go to greatmenmovemountains.com. We have free stuff. You can connect with us. Cynthia, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Go move mountains one step at a time, guys.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Want more affection, love, and sex in your marriage? Want less paralyzing fear and rejection? Join us live Monday to Friday Zoom call, men only. greatmenmovemountains.com/C-Note. The C-Note Show. Free daily call.
This I've got to see.
It's worth watching, so stay tuned.